I've never done a workshop or a keynote where when I initially say, when I say up, everybody says down, because you're all designed the same. I hate to break it to you, but everybody's designed the same way. Whatever created us, we think we're unique. We are unique with different things, but the way we're designed structurally is the same. Like that voice in our head, all these things. I've never had somebody in my life, when I'm doing workshops, where I say up, everybody says down, and then one person goes up. I'd be like, what? If I say left, everybody says right, and then one person says left. If I ever meet a person that actually agrees with what I say, there's nothing wrong or right about it. I'm just so curious as to what they've gone through in their life that they've been able to step outside of that like matrix thing that we're stuck in to not be oppositional. I mean, we've been taught as young as as even younger. How many of you remember from Sesame Street, which of these things are not like the other? So all they're doing is distinguish different, distinguish different, distinguish different. And then we spend our life, you're different than me, you're different than me, you're different than me. I've trained myself the opposite. I've trained myself to go, okay, cool, 2 eyes, you're like me. Ready? 2 arms, you're like me. Have you ever walked down the street or somewhere in public where you're wearing a particular article of clothing, and as you're walking in this direction, somebody is walking in this direction, and they're wearing the same hat, the same jersey, the same dress, the same shoes, whatever it is. And as you're getting closer and closer, you recognize it and they recognize it. Now all of a sudden, as you're talking to this person, you're just like, oh, cool. And then by the time you get super close to them, what do? You high five them. I like your this. Oh my, you're wearing this. Whatever it is. Do you even know that person? No. But somewhere in there's been a pattern interrupt going. We're the same. So if you teach kids to be the same, then they actually connect with each other more. Does that make sense? Not to be the same, but to like be able to identify like what's the same, as opposed to just like what's different.